If you go to Blackboard and you open the document, you'll scroll down. You can copy and paste this into your browser, https://ahima.hatsize.com. Be sure to have your 7-digit AHIMA ID on hand. You're going to enter this for your username and for your password. Go to Internet Explorer. And I'm going to paste this into my browser. At this point, you'll enter the 7-digit AHIMA ID number as your username. You'll enter the same number into the password. From here, you'll see that you're in the system. So you need to reserve. You want to be sure that your Java is up to date. You may have to delete the older versions of Java. And you want to be sure that you're using Internet Explorer 8. You can click on Start Session Now if you're planning to work on this now. And you'll click Finish. As you can see, the session is provisioning. As you can see, it may take several minutes for your session to provision. If you need to extend the time, if you'll notice, I only have an hour here. If you think that it's going to take you maybe 2 hours, you might extend your session. What I recommend though is going through the entire session before you take screen prints, working through it, and then going back to actually complete the assignment. From here, we're going to open. I'm going to click OK or Yes. And at this point, we will go back to our instructions. It tells us to double click on the Smart ID icon. I have mine printed, and so I'm going to go ahead and begin working through the session, reading my printed copy on the Smart ID icon. And the rumba screen appears. In this screen, be sure you do not use your mouse. If you use your mouse in this screen, your computer will freeze. So you may only use the keyboard in the rumba screen. As you can see, this is the rumba screen. You may only use the keyboard in the rumba screen. You can use the mouse in the other screens, but this screen will lock and freeze if you use your mouse. With the length of time it takes to get in, we certainly don't want this to freeze up and us have to start over again. Okay, at this point we're going to hit enter. And then we will enter 01, and you can see it appears right here. I'm only using my mouse for demonstration purposes, and I click enter. Okay, we're going to search for a patient. The first thing we're going to do is enter the patient's last name, Sutherland. We're going to click the tab key and enter the first name, Catherine. We'll hit the tab key and enter the middle initial. Here I can use my mouse since I hit the tab and it went down. I'm going to click back up here, enter the middle initial as S. And then in the mother's maiden name, I'm going to key in James. And I'm going to select female as the gender. And this is a drop-down menu for me to select. And then I can proceed to key in the date of birth.